Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Wednesday, July 13th, 2016, around 7:29 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be a hot one today in the 90s, so the ACs are cranking in your houses. Drink plenty of water. Put on a lot of sunblock, and don't forget to check on the elderly, and please do not put any of your animals inside a car for a long period of time in this weather, because it's not good. And some news to report: the American League beat the National League by a score of 4-2 at the 2016 All-Star Game in San Diego, meaning the American League gets home field advantage in the World Series. So this could be beneficial to all AL teams. The Staten Island Yankees beat the Lowell Spinners by the score of 3-1. It's Happy National French Friday. And MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred says that the Oakland A's are staying in the Bay Area, but they need a new ballpark. And NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is really concerned about super teams in the NBA, because that's not good for competitive balance. And the ESPYs are on tonight at 8 p.m. on ABC, hosted by John Cena. You can't see me. And that's about it on news. My first video blog subject of the day is the top 10 best Boston Herald sports writers of all time. Boston Herald is the number 2 newspaper in Boston, and its only circulation now is about close to 90,000. The Boston Herald has had some great sports writers over the years, very competitive to the Boston Globe, and here they are. Number 10 on this list of the best Boston sports Herald writers of all time: Dan Ventura, or Danny V. Danny V covers the high school sports for the Herald, and he does a pretty good job of it. Once in a while, he might do a freelance of the Boston Bruins or Boston College hockey. Number 9 on this list of the top 10 Boston Herald sports writers of all time: Karen Gargani. Karen's been with the Boston Herald for many, many years. She's basically does a lot of Patriots work, and during the football season, she comes up with every Sunday in the Boston Herald the power rankings for each NFL team. Number 8 on this list of the top 10 Boston Herald sports writers of all time: Ron Burgess. Ron Burgess is basically kind of a generalist sports columnist, and he does commentary a lot about Boston sports teams and the players. He came from the Boston Globe after he got fired from the Boston Globe in the mid-2000s for writing copywriting stuff he wasn't supposed to. Number 7 on this list of the top 10 best Boston Herald sports writers of all time: Michael Silverman. Michael Silverman used to be a Boston Red Sox beat writer, and he writes about the baseball a lot for the Boston Herald. Number 6 on this list of the top 10 sports writers in Boston Herald history is Mike Felger. Mike Felger was a Bruins beat writer in the 90s, and eventually became the New England Patriots beat writer in the 2000s. Now he hosts his own sports radio show on Sports Hub 98.5. A lot of people criticize Mike Felger because they call him he sucks, but Mike Felger is married to Fox 25 Morning news anchor Sarah Underwood. Number 5 on this list of the top 10 best Boston Herald sports writers of all time: Jim Baker. Jim Baker for many years was the sports media guy for the Boston Herald, and he was pretty good at it. His columns would appear maybe a couple of times a week. He left the Boston Herald at the end of 2003 after taking a buyout, and they haven't had a sports media writer in the Boston Herald ever since. Number 4 on this list of the top 10 Boston Herald sports writers of all time, Jerry Callahan. Jerry Callahan has been doing a lot of columns for the Boston Herald for years. He's known as co-hosting Dennis and Callahan on sports radio WEEI for many, many years. Number 3 on this list of the best Boston Herald sports writers of all time, Tony Mazeroski. Tony Mazeroski was the Boston Red Sox beat writer for the Herald in the 2000s, and he did some great columns. Eventually, he went to the Boston Globe in 2008, and now he co-hosts the Sports Hub 98.5 Felga and Mazeroski from 2 to 6 p.m. Number 2 on this list of the greatest Boston Herald sports writers of all time, Mike Sherlin. Mike Sherlin worked for the Boston Herald for many years, first as a Red Sox beat writer, then he did some Bruin stuff towards the end of his tenure. He was a Boston College sports writer for the Herald, and he was knowledgeable in baseball, especially the Hall of Fame. He wrote a book years ago, Out by a Step, the 100 Best Players Not in the Hall of Fame. That book needs to be kind of updated because there's a lot of players who were in that book are now in the Hall of Fame. And number 1 on this list of the top 10 best Boston Herald sports writers of all time, Steve Buckley. Steve Buckley's like a general sports columnist in the Boston Herald for many, many years. He's appeared on Sports Radio WEEI and Comcast Sportsnet New England and NECN when they had a sports show, and he's pretty good sports writing. He sometimes does profiles on like the major players and sometimes little stuff of sports. And that's about it on that. Be back with with 2 more video blogs. One will be about the former digital over-the-air network, NBC Weather Plus, and the third and final video blog of the night, the personalized profile. Tonight's personalized profile is about the late great WWE Hall of Famer Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bennett guy. Molly Rose Blood of WCCO Accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart so stunning, she's the best. Amy Swenzy so awesome. London Church is such a cool gang, she's got nice legs. Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent, and she's got nice legs as well. And in the words of Patel last week, know us by now.